I'm the old pincushion man, terror of Balloonland. Folks all hate me. How they hate me.
That's a penis. Today I present a lost slasher film, with a villain more sadistic than Freddy, deadlier than Jason, and possessing more pins than... I guess Pinhead is the obvious choice. This is Balloonland. Coming to us from 1935, Balloonland is the work of legendary Disney animator Ub Iwerks, the man with a name I always feel like I'm mispronouncing. Having partnered with Disney, Iwerks began his own studio starring characters like Flip the Frog and Willy Whopper. Failure was imminent. Then he began producing a series of cartoons independently, thus bringing us to Comicolor in today's feature. And let me tell you, fans of Illuminati Disney subliminal messages will have a field day with this one. Did you ever see the phallus on the cover of The Little Mermaid? Well, how about a whole force of them? This is one of those cartoons that gets its charm from personifying a thing, even if the resulting universe doesn't make any sense. You've seen candy, cars, planes, cards and planes, and even fine china. Now trust me, that cartoon was boring. This cartoon is delightfully horrifying. In a dystopian future where all the people are condoms. Oh, come on, don't reference better comedians in the middle of your short. It's bad form.
Brought to you by LSD.
Oh, really, animation and your rhythmic repetition. It's a trend you see in old cartoons. An assembly line happily going about their work to a simple beat. Kinda reminds me of one of those old zoetropes and the repeating images that gives the illusion of movement. Or maybe they're just idealizing the good workers, obediently serving the state without question or complaint. There's a reason this production was called Comicolor. And this is how babies are made. So if I didn't know this cartoon was about balloons, the following song would be terrifying.
Now beware, have a care, you're just filled with air. A single pin would rip your skin.
Alright, listen up, meat sacks. You're just a hollow chamber of liquid and gas. Everything can kill you. And then I was fired from the daycare center.
Oh, such trash. In the flash, I will settle his hash.
You were just born. What do you know of the world? I say to every teenager in existence.
And the pincushion man in the forest there.
The townspeople warn the kids not to go into the woods. Naturally, they go into the woods. But what's the worst that could happen? Oh, look at that stupid tree. Also, that's his dick. I hate to be one of those people that sees things where there aren't things, but I see a big rigid pole jutting from between that guy's legs. That was very intentional. And very symbolic. Old morality narratives usually dealt with the dangers of the world outside the village. Most of these stories were for children and pertained to the naughty scoundrels that wanted to do unholy things to them. The Wolf in Little Red Riding Hood, for instance, pedophile. And the Pincushion Man? Well, just look at that face. The Comicolor cartoons were animated versions of old fairy tales like Jack and the Beanstalk and Aladdin. Balloonland is the only original story from the series, but it still resembles the themes of those old fables where foolish children meet bad ends. Except here, the children don't die. Instead, they bring the plague back to the village like a couple of assholes. Way to go. But first, Pincushion Man must get past the best defense system in history.
Nonsense! I'm your friend. I want to give you something.
Why did his voice change? Is that a reference to a now irrelevant movie that none of us remember? Is this how people of the future are gonna see our pop culture references? With quaint indifference and confusion? Hashtag warning sign? Hashtag Wrecking Ball, hashtag Sharknado, hashtag The War Doctor, hashtag Tornado Mayor, hashtag Ring-a-ding-a-ding, whatever the fuck this is.
Oh, that's different.
I think this guy's a racial stereotype, but I haven't decided which race. That guy just died. So do all these people, and this cute little caterpillar. Hashtag Balloonicide. Time to call in the troops. They died with their boots still marching. And how did the brave soldiers combat the needle penal monster? They jizz in his face. After all, that melted rubber is what the balloon people use to reproduce, so it's kind of like their semen or their embryonic fluid. Ew, oh, I should stop observing things. Besides, does this count as biological warfare? And does this count as incest? No, it's a cartoon. Don't ask questions. Even though I have many. Primarily. What? Balloonland is widely considered to be the best of the Comicolor series. The theme is an ancient one, but it's the original take on the tale that's appealing. It's in our nature to explore new territory and experiment with our environment while remaining within the realms of the familiar. You've seen this morality tale before, but never like this. No cartoon looks quite like Balloonland. And it's a testament to the director. Many viewers today are still astounded by the imagination of Still having trouble with the man's name. Can I just call him by his middle name? Nope.
Sensible, je me couche sans jamais fermer les yeux, sans jamais ouvrir la bouche pour te dire je t'aime. Non, rien ne me touche, je n'éprouve aucune émotion. Je ne frémis que si l'on touche à mes petits ballons.
Still don't believe me about the pincushion man being a bit stiff? Well, watch what I can do just by pressing the back and forth on the controls. Ew.